Education is the best friend. An educated person is respected everywhere. Education beats the beauty and the youth. A man is great by deeds, not by birth. Treat your kid like a darling for the first 5 years. For the next 5 years, scold them. By the time they turn 16, treat them like a friend. Your grown-up children are your best friends. The serpent, the king, the tiger, the stinging wasp, the small child, the dog owned by other people, and the fool. These 7 ought not to be awakened from sleep. There is some self-interest behind every friendship. There is no friendship without self-interests. This is a bitter truth. As soon as the fear approaches near, attack and destroy it. The world's biggest power is the youth and beauty of a woman. Once you start working on something, don't be afraid of failure and don't abandon it. People who work sincerely are the happiest. The earth is supported by the power of truth. It is the power of truth that makes the sun shine and the winds blow. Indeed, all things rest upon truth. The fragrance of flowers spreads only in the direction of the wind, but the goodness of a person spreads in all directions. God is not present in idols. Your feelings are your God. The soul is your temple. A person should not be too honest. Straight trees are cut first, and honest people are screwed first. Even if a snake is not poisonous, it should pretend to be venomous. Books are as useful to a stupid person as a mirror is useful to a blind person. Never make friends with people who are above or below you in status. Such friendships will never give you any happiness. Test a servant while in the discharge of his duty, a relative in difficulty, a friend in adversity, and a wife in misfortune. He who is overly attached to his family members experiences fear and sorrow. For the root of all grief is attachment. Thus, one should discard attachment to be happy. We should not feel proud of our body, youth, and life. They are all on loan from God and can be taken away in just a moment. Do not reveal what you have thought upon doing, but by wise counsel, keep it secret. being determined to carry it into execution. There is no austerity equal to a balanced mind, and there is no happiness equal to contentment. There is no disease like covetousness, and no virtue like mercy. A man is born alone and dies alone, and he experiences the good and bad consequences of his karma alone. And he goes alone to hell or the supreme abode. O King, provide the royal patronage to the best, the Brahmins, for they are peaceful and bestowers of the benefits on the kings. A rich man has many friends. He who lives in our mind is near, though he may actually be far away. But he who is not in our heart is far, though he may really be nearby. We receive knowledge from our teachers and ancestors. It is our duty to spread that knowledge. We should not keep it hidden like a kamadhenu. There is poison in the fang of the serpent, in the mouth of the fly, and in the sting of a scorpion. But the wicked man is saturated with it. The biggest guru mantra is, never share your secrets with anybody. It will destroy you. Time perfects men as well as destroys them. One whose knowledge is confined to books and whose wealth is in the possession of others can use neither knowledge nor wealth when the need for them arises. There is no compatibility between the divine and the worldly. If you get to learn something, even from the worst of creatures, don't hesitate. Time perfects all living beings as well as kills them. It is better to die than to preserve this life by incurring dishonor. The loss of life causes but a moment's grief, but dishonor brings a lifetime of pain.